Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to go ahead and rainbow the blue Goku and blue Vegeta. I'm definitely excited to see how much bigger their performance is going to be rainbowed. I think it's going to be a lot better. I feel like this unit is going to eat heavily off of additionals. So giving them sort of a full additional build, I think is going to really benefit this unit. Right, just going maximum additionals so you can just fire off additionals. You know, stacking attack with Goku, double increasing your defense with Vegeta, and then Vegeta oftentimes is going to be critting very easily from his passive, so I like full additionals for this unit. Yeah, let me get their links up a little bit, and let's test them out. I think this unit is very good. Certainly they could be better. I mean, there's not really many perfect units Dokkan has ever released, but I feel like overall this unit does have a good power level. I feel like they could slap up, you know, a lot of red zone stages. I feel like Goku's additionals early on in the fight could be very good for Super Battle Road stages. I think this character is quite good. Alright guys, so we are here in an event. We got both Goku and Vegetas on the same rotation, so I think what we'll do is we'll just next turn we'll just have both of them next to each other, all 7 links activated, right? So let's just see what we're looking at here. What about with God Vegeta? We have Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, and Fierce Battle activated. The other 3 links we have here are Super God, Combat, Resurrection F, and Prepared for Battle, which are not active. This blue Goku and Vegeta, remember that their link set is going to be very, like, it's very vanilla, with a lot of good Saiyan characters, besides Super God, Combat, and Resurrection F, which are, you know, essentially links only for the Resurrection F movie. So, we're at 155k defense right here at the start of turn. That's certainly not that good, but Goku is getting so much when he's attacking, right? He gets 50% defense on Super, which will take him to like 225-ish. And then remember, he gets an extra 25% attack and defense per attack performed, up to a maximum of 100%. You know, Goku right here, we have 26 additional, and he has a 100% chance to additional from his passive for the first 3 turns. So our chances of triple attacking are ridiculously high. I'm going to do this right here, again, because I just want to make sure that we, you know, keep these 2 together, and we're going to link them up next to each other once we exchange into Vegeta next turn. So, alright, the first one is not rainbowed. Like, don't pay too much attention to this first Goku right here. This is not who the showcase is on, right? We just want to pay attention to the second Goku and Vegeta in slot 2 right there. So this is a 79% Goku. 2 million attack set right there without links and without support, right? So certainly not the craziest. There's him, you know, he got all 3 attacks right there. Okay, so here's the big one. 3.64. Certainly not that impressive, right? Like, well, okay, let me change my mind. It outright sucks, right? But, we didn't get an additional super out of it, a hidden potential system, and we didn't get an additional super out of it. Very unfortunate. Remember that this Goku does stack attack. So we're going to see, I think, varying attack stats from the blue Vegeta, you know, based upon a number of factors. Now, Goku, I want to see what his I want to play around with him a bit, see what his defense looks like, you know, once he's fully built up, you know, again, like what it might look like against some of these high-level bosses. But I don't know. I don't know how good Goku's defense is going to be, right, when we're talking about the strongest bosses in the game. So it's like, I think you can, you know, at the start of some of these fights, you could toy around with Goku a little bit, but you really do want to get into Vegeta as quickly as possible. Vegeta is just really, I think Vegeta is really good. Now, I don't think Vegeta is, like, as good as, like, you know, the exchange Goku and Gohan, where if Gohan was turn 1 of the exchange Goku and Gohan, I would think Gohan is the 3rd best unit in the game, right? I think he's the best TUR, he's the 3rd best unit in the game, better than all these other LRs and stuff like that. But you have to, like, get through Goku to get to Gohan, right? And then Gohan still has to build up a little bit before, you know, you're running at full power. I don't think Vegeta's not on that level, but Vegeta is very good. I could see Vegeta really impacting these very difficult red zone fights a lot. Now, again, I need to address it with red zone, blah, 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 blah. People cry so much about, oh, more that matters in red zone and stuff like that. Sure, whatever. 200% leader skill units and characters with 200% leader skills are designed for red zone. These are like red zone characters, these characters. Like, that is the scale to correctly evaluate them on. And I think it's like that with all characters nowadays, because again, you could be as, you know, I don't care about red zone. That's fine. You cannot care about red zone, but the next content that comes out is harder than red zone, right? So if a character struggles in red zone, then the mega green zone that comes out next anniversary, the character's just going to be absolute shit, like unusable in it, right? Remember that power creep keeps moving on. You know, you could like AGL LR Gohan, that's fine. It doesn't mean he's really that good nowadays, right? Things you got to keep in mind. So let me see. Okay, so Goku did 3 attacks. He got himself up to 315k. Remember, he gets 50% defense on super attack, and he's not even fully built up. So Goku, this is not a Link level 10, right? You know, we don't have like Resurrection F active. Goku looks solid. I think, depending upon the situation, Goku is close to the level he would need to take double-digit damage, I think, from Int Omega Shenron in the red zone, the hardest hitting, like, regular attacking enemy in the game. Because remember, Goku would still have to do 1 more attack, right, to fully build up his passive. He has to do 4 attacks. And then he gets to 50% from, you know, his passive on top of that. This is why it's crazy. Like, look how big of a difference it is. If they simply just, this is my major criticism with both the Goku and Vegeta, is that his super attack effect is he's just stacking attack. If it was simply that he also raised defense for 1 turn, I think Goku takes a massive leap in how effective he can be, right? In that instance, dude, I would be so comfortable with potentially running, like, you know, maybe them, I don't know if I'm running them as a rotation, though, because, like, Vegeta is not a slot 1 character, for sure. So, yeah, I don't know about running him as a rotation, but, like, I might be a little bit more comfortable, you know, playing around with Goku for a while, you know, stacking attack. But, you know, Vegeta is exceptional. There's just no doubt about that. Okay, so, again, we're at 315. That's after 3 attacks. Remember, Goku only has to do attacks to build up his passive. He doesn't have to actually super. Let's go ahead and exchange into Vegeta right here. Vegeta is really crazy. He needs Rainbow Orbs, but we got a nice little field for that. Alright, so Vegeta comes out. Now, personally, my experiences with this Vegeta, I've been very impressed with this Vegeta from what I've seen. I think this Vegeta is really quite good. Actually, you know, we could get a slightly higher attack stat by having God Topo super attack first. I think we're going to do this. Let me just go ahead and hit this out right here. Yep, let's just get God Topo super attack first, give us a little extra damage. So, Vegeta, right? Number 1 most important thing, remember that Vegeta is creating Rainbow Key Spheres for his first 3 turns. Then Vegeta gets 1 key and 25% chance to crit per Rainbow Key Sphere. So it's like he gets the extra key, I think, very clearly so that he can go down these Rainbow Orb paths, right? It's to help him out. So it's that is a good design choice, right? You know, because he doesn't need the key as a TUR, so that's the reason it's got to be there. So with 2 Rainbow Orbs, he has a 50% chance to crit. 3 Rainbow Orbs, 75% chance to crit. 4 Rainbow Orbs, he has a 100% chance to crit. So, I mean, considering how much defense this guy gets on super attack effect, because unlike Goku, who, again, Goku not getting defense on super attack effect is, like, criminal. Vegeta's getting 50%, so Vegeta's good, right? Like, we're cool with Vegeta. So, if you get full additional, and this Vegeta gets 4 orbs, he has a 100% chance to crit. If this boy double supers, we're talking about, like, double 8 million attack stat super attacks that are critting, and then Vegeta's at, like, 600k plus defense, like, or like above that, right? So it's like Vegeta's good. I do like this Vegeta quite a bit. All right, so let's see. So Vegeta gets 100% attack and defense with 1 Rainbow Key Sphere, and then he gets 50% defense with 3 Rainbow Key Spheres. So let's hit this, and our defense should go up quite a bit. So essentially, I think the way Vegeta is going to work right here is he's basically going to get 100 because he gets 50% from his super attack effect and then 50% from his passive. So he's going to be like around 600k-ish right here. This is all 7 links activated. He's going to be, I think, around 600k defense with 1 super attack. And then if he gets another super attack, he's like past like 700k. So he looks good. Vegeta looks good. 700k defense, you're definitely looking solid in these red zone fights. Even against the toughest bosses, right? You know, not in Omega, but you don't have to survive random in Omega supers. You just need one character who you could put in front of that spot, right? So it's fine. But it's like, you know, if we got supered from like one of these Brolys, I think Vegeta would live. Especially if he double supered. So that's what, 8 million right there, guaranteed crit. Please give me the additional super, Vegeta. Make yourself look good, dude. He didn't. Are you kidding me? 26 additional, dude. Come on. Here's this Goku. No, look how much his attack stat jumped with all of his links active, and, you know, of course, doing more attacks and stuff like that. Yeah, look at the jump for Goku. That's a 79% Goku. So it's like, you know, a rainbowed Goku would just be continuing to build up his attack power just like that. Like, again, that's only a 79% right there. But, like, Goku is able to really stack his attack. So, you know, we could easily, you know, like, maybe fight, like, the Shadow Dragons in Red Zone. And then, you know, Goku would be fine till nearly the end of that fight. And then we exchange him into Vegeta, and Vegeta's just going to be shooting out like 13 million attack stats, guaranteed crit. Right, it could get very nasty. The unit is good. They're good. I do like them. Maybe they could have been slightly better, sure. But I think that they are really quite powerful. I think the main thing I'm looking for now is just additional buffs to their team. Right, I want better blue Gokus, better blue Vegetas. Better God Vegetas, better God Gokus, you know, stuff like that. Like, I think now, a Battle of Gods, God Goku Dokkan Fest would really hit now. That would be amazing on this team to work with the LR Gods and all this stuff. I think it would be awesome. I think, like, I might want it to be like a base Goku that does the God ritual into God. I think that would be exceptional, I think, for this team. But definitely looking pretty good so far. Alright, so here's our first turn of the Goku and Vegeta. Now, we're running on the LR Gods team. I do think that the LR Gods, well, I mean, do I even really need to say I think? I mean, I think it's pretty clear that it's a superior team to what Goku and Vegeta have at the moment, right? Because I think Beyond Super Saiyan as a category is basically just a better version of Realm of Gods. Because, like, a lot of the gods and angel characters and stuff like that are really not that crazy, right? Unless we're talking about, like, Super Battle World runs where, like, Whis and Vados and stuff like that can look good. So it's just, like, just all the Super Saiyan characters over here would work a bit better. So this is our first turn. 163k. What I'm going to do in this run right here, I'm going to let Goku stack up for a long time. We're just going to let Goku just stack. Just stack and stack and stack. And, you know, at the point where I'm not stacking anymore, I think we will come back and we'll take a look at what Vegeta is able to do, right? Like, after we stack for a long time. After this video right here, I'm going to get into the lab and I am going to grind these links out, and then we're going to see if we can know in the entire red zone with this team. But specifically, I'm going to use their team, right? I mean, I could easily do it if I use double LR Gods. Yeah, what a shock, right? But what I want to do is I want to do it with double Goku and Vegeta. The only thing I could feel like could be a major issue for me in my quest to sort of do this is I do think I might encounter some issues finding Goku and Vegeta friends. I mean, it's only the first day that they've come out that I'm recording this, right? But there's not a lot of Goku and Vegetas in the friends list. Like, I would not be shocked. I mean, you know, the Japanese player base is well aware that there's a movie coming out in like a week and a half, and it's probably gonna have characters. And, you know, Gohan is looking like the main hero of the movie, and we know how popular Gohan is over in Japan, and, you know, like in the Japanese version of these games. So it would not shock me if this Goku and Vegeta is kind of rare on the friends list on JP, at least until they return. So let's see what Goku. So Goku's at 258k right here. He did 3 attacks last turn. Remember that, okay? Because remember, Goku is building up as he does attacks. So Goku is getting 50% on his defense right there. With the 4th attack, he'd be over 400k. But dude, this guy'd be getting torn to shreds, smithereens, even by Omega Shenron. Goku. It's such a blunder not just giving him 30% defense on a super attack effect, man. I'm not backing off of that point. Goku really could use the extra ability there. Attack stats are looking good, right? Yeah. Look at the attack on this guy. like he could do damage. Now keep in mind that this is still the 2nd turn, so we had his built-in additionals. We're not gonna have his built-in additionals next turn, but you know, Goku does look good. You know, he's able to rack up the damage because of his attack stacking, right? All right, so I think I'm probably gonna cut, and I'll come back in a few turns. Let's just sort of see what Goku's stacking is gonna look like here. Oh, actually, let me get this turn right here, since this is our first look at Goku's passive fully built up. So here he's at 321k. So I mean, you know, he's basically, what, getting like another 160k defense when he super attacks? That's good, but I think that's still in range of taking damage from Omega Shenron, right? So, alright, it's, I mean, whew, you know, power creep, brother. Alright, so let's get this turn, and then I'll come back, I don't know, in a couple more turns here. I would like to maybe see, like, the stacked up version of Goku, get him here on video, and then we'll, again, swap into Vegeta and see the big-time damage that Vegeta should be able to put up. I probably will make this the last run of the video, however, because I feel like we've, you know, we see what this character is capable of doing now in this content. And, you know, now it's time to just get them to full level 10 links and test them out in, you know, the real tests. I am hoping... I think best case scenario too, by the way, worldwide download celebration hits, you know, Red Zone is already on global. They drop a new, like, Red Zone event, right? You know, another 7 stages against, you know, let's say worldwide is Future Saga. So they do, like, you know, Future Saga hero class enemies, right? So, like, it starts off with, like, you know, base Dragon Ball Super Trunks or something like that. And then ends with Spirit Bomb Sword Trunks or Blue Vegito or something like that. That would be fire. That is what Dokkan needs to do. We need more. I think the Red Zone is good. Like the way that is, I think they should just make more of those, right? You know, having these bosses have these interesting gimmicks and doing a lot of this stuff is actually pretty fun. So, all right, let me just, you know, cut ahead a little bit. Actually, well, I mean, I've been blabbering away. We might as well get this rotation, I guess. 326, so again, Goku's at sort of like a similar-ish defensive level right there. Let's just keep doing this, and let's just see. Let's see Goku, man, build up that attack. But I think, you know, Goku stacking up the attack is awesome, cool, great. But, like, where it really is going to come into effect, though, of course, is going to be when we're switching over to Vegeta, right? Vegeta with all the increased damage. There we go. Up over 8 million now. The other thing I'll say, though, is that Goku, like, you know, he's doing these 8 million attack stats, sure. But keep in mind, after those first couple of turns wears off, and Goku loses his guaranteed additional, he's just doing these attack stats raw, right? Like, these, like, 7 million attack stats with no crit chance, no built-in additionals, nothing, right? So you do want to keep that in mind. I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people, like, they kind of don't realize the difference between, like, these characters that are doing ungodly amounts of damage. Let's use Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku for an example. It's not just that he does, you know, like, strong attack stats, right? Because, like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, like, people will put up, like, screenshots of his attack stat and be like, oh my god, he's so good. That's not why he's good. He's good because he could do it 4 times with a 70% chance to crit each from his passive, not even taking, like, into account what he's doing from the hidden potential system, right? That's why he does so much damage. And that's what these big-time damage-dealing characters are. The LR gods, right? You know, you use their active skill and then they're guaranteed critting. Those are the characters that are doing insane amounts of damage. is the characters that are doing additionals and crits and stuff like that from their passive, and thus, yet again, another reason why a character like Majin Vegeta struggles offensively. Alright guys, let's go ahead and see. We're on turn 13 right here. Let's go ahead and see what Vegeta's damage is going to look like at this point. I would say that the answer is going to be pretty good. Remember, we're going to have all these links active right there with God Goku. We'll go ahead and play it. Sure, why not? Let's just play the exchange with Vegeta. Alright, cool. So remember, Vegeta is a big boy. Now with all that stacked attack though, whew, is he going to be doing a lot of damage. I just hope Rakum and Goldo don't lower our attack right here. Alright, so we're going to get the 4 rainbow orbs. So what is Vegeta looking like with 4 rainbow orbs? 245k right there. So again, remember, he's, what, getting 50% twice, essentially, to his defense? I mean, so he's at, like 480? Okay, that's not the craziest right there. Sure. Yeah, let's let the turn play out and see what we're doing right here. Alright, so we're gonna get the Dokkan attack. Double-digit damage. 7.82 is what we get to with Vegeta right here, with the guaranteed crit. Okay. And then it's right, it's a Dokkan attack. Alright, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. My brain. I feel like today's been a rough day for me. This Goku and Vegeta unit is not on Kamehameha. So they're not getting the 200% from the LR gods. I noticed when Vegeta, his defense was a little bit too low right there. So the only 200% they're on is their own then, since they don't do the Kamehameha. It's just, a lot of times with these Goku units, man, you just assume that this boy is shooting out the Kamehameha, right? But he's not on it. So, alright, so this was just a 170% run right here, going through this event on the LR Gods team. I mean, that's certainly enough for them to be effective, but, I mean, you just see the Vegeta, and it's like, okay, so we want to get, I mean, 3 orbs is still giving us the power we want, but it's not going to give us the guaranteed crit. So we get the 3 rainbow orbs. So Vegeta on a 170% right here. So, like, he's getting, what, like 125k defense right here when he super attacks, and then also from his super attack effect. So, see, that's where it's like, man, I do wish this unit had more defensive ability, because it's like Cell, right, is, you know, depending upon your rotation factors, Cell gets a couple of super attacks, and that boy's cracking, like, nearly 1,000,000 defense. You know, Gohan is untouchable by even, like, Red Zone Broly once Gohan gets going. And I just look at this Goku and Vegeta right here, and it's like, And it's like, I mean, Goku and Vegeta, they're not doing more damage than Cell. Like, no way, right? Like, Cell has, you know, the built-in crit and then the built-in additionals. Vegeta has got the crit from Rainbow Orbs, but he doesn't have built-in additionals right there. So, it's like, yeah, Vegeta, it's like, it seems like that Resurrection F-Link, that extra 10% defense is just, like, very, very impactful right there. I think that this unit is good. I think leaving this video, I am comfortable putting them above Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu, I think. But I don't, they're in that range, again, with Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu. Right here, Vegeta has a 75% chance to crit. So basically an 8 million attacks have a 75% chance to crit by Blue Vegeta right there. So let me know what you guys think of the Goku and Vegeta. I do think they are very good. Like, they're definitely better than the characters like, you know, like AGL, Trunks, Raditz, Majin, Vegeta, you know, a lot of like 2021 and earlier TURs and stuff like that. But I don't like Goku and Vegeta as much as the androids Ginyu, Goku, and Gohan and Cell. I think those characters are more impressive, and I think those characters are more so suited to 7th anniversary power creep, even more so than like this character right here. Although they are good, right? You know, one big thing I'm hoping with this Blue Vegeta and Blue Goku too is I really want to see additions to their team. I think that's huge. Like, we want to see more characters, right? Maybe do a Dokkan Fest God Vegeta from the Broly movie, right? People wouldn't be upset. The only thing is, all those sick God Vegeta animations are, like, all over, like, the LR Gods unit. But, like, that could be a good idea. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the Rainbowed Goku and Vegeta. I will go ahead and get them sort of, you know, completely link leveled. And we'll, you know, take them through the red zone. We'll see the real test of how good this character is and how good this character's team is over in the red zone. The good news is that, you know, like, we should be able to build some pretty competent teams in there of mostly, like, the entire team being under the 200% leader skill that they've got, which is going to be really, really good. So, let me know what you guys think of the Goku and Vegeta. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.